Welcome everyone to the pre-show for the So Fresh vs. Bushman fight. I'm your host, Mr. CJ Dotter, and today I'm going to break down the fight with my co-host here, Paul Pross. First, let's start with first thoughts. Without any predictions, what are your first thoughts on this fight coming up?
Well, my first thoughts are that Uriah, he's pretty quick for, his weight. I think AJ has the taller side, but Uriah's quicker than him, and I think that's going to do a lot.
Yeah, well, we got to talk to both of the fighters, so please take a look at that. Alright, how you doing?
Good.
You must have a lot on your mind.
Yeah, a lot.
Alright, what are your first thoughts when going into this fight?
Well, there's a lot of things. I think I'm a little too confused on how I'm going to approach my opponent, because I'm not the best at fighting big guys, but I think I can do a little tactic that I know of.
Okay. What intimidates you the most about your opponent, AJ So Fresh Prabhat?
Just how big he is. I mean, I probably could withstand the punches, but just someone taller and bigger, kind of gets you worried.
Yeah, that is a big pro he has at his disposal, is that his size and natural strength.
Yeah.
Alright, what is your biggest challenge going into this fight?
My biggest challenge is to do actual damage, because he looks like he could take a lot of hits too,
Yeah.
So, it's going to take a lot of work just to get those punches in.
Yeah. The day of the fight, put into perspective for us how nervous you will be that day.
I don't think I'll be nervous at all, but I am going to realize how big of a challenge it'll be.
Yeah, it is a very big challenge. Describe to us how your confidence is, exactly.
My confidence, I'm trying to keep it balanced. I'm not trying to be too cocky. Be smart, and never underestimate my opponent.
That's a very good tip. Alright, last thing. Look into that camera right there and just tell us your final thoughts. Just say anything you want right now before this fight, because this is the last chance you're going to get to say anything before the fight. So if you have anything to say, look into that camera and say it right now. Let's have a good game. Hi, how you doing?
Good.
You must have a lot on your mind for this upcoming Saturday.
I don't think he's gonna bring his A game because, like how he says he's going to, like at the promo shooting.
Yeah.
How I punched him, he punched me.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, there was a bit of a mix-up when we shot the promo video, and let's just say fists were flying. All right. First question: what are your first thoughts going into this fight?
I'm just saying he needs to bring his A game. I'm gonna bring mine and we'll see what's up. And I'm looking forward to facing Mr. Jelly Rolls, aka Uriah These Nuts Bushman.
What intimidates you the most, or what do you fear most about your opponent, Uriah?
Nothing.
Nothing? All right. Next question: what is your biggest challenge going into this fight?
Is he gonna bring what he says he's gonna bring, or is he just talking a lot of shit?
All right. The day of the fight, how nervous will you be?
Not nervous at all.
Alright. Describe your confidence, just so we know. How confident are you, actually?
Very.
Very?
I can't. What about this time? You get big or you get one?
Alright, one more thing. Look into that camera. This is your last chance to say anything to the viewers before the fight. You can say one thing that's on your mind before the fight. What is it? Tell them.
Better watch this because it's gonna be a really good ass fight, and I'm bringing everything I got. I'm not giving up at all.
Alright. Thank you for your time. Alright.
Yeah, well.
Okay, on to our next topic. Let's talk about the pros of each fighter. Alright, let's start things off with the visiting fighter, So Fresh. He's a very strong kid naturally, and he packs a punch. You feel his punches, and after a few, you'll be done. And his confidence level is through the roof. He's very confident, and he never doubts himself. The next thing about him is that he's aggressive. He's very aggressive, and if you turn around once, he'll be right there ready to throw some more punches your way. And for the last thing, he's a very big boy. Alright, on to our home fighter, Bushman. He's a lot faster than So Fresh, and in a smaller amount of time, he'll get more punches in. and he is also adaptive, which means he'll observe your play style and he'll find a way to counter that. Now on to his last thing, he has a lot more accuracy than Privet. He throws more punches and will land more of them. That is all for the pros. See you for the fight. Now that we got the pros out of the way, let's go on to predictions. So, I'll start off with you. Who do you like in this fight?
I like both competitors. Don't get me wrong, So Fresh is going to put up a very good fight. But I think in the end, Uriah's going to do it, and Uriah's going to come out on top. He's just got them quick, low jabs. He knows how to block really good. And I think that's what's going to do it.
Well, I'm going to have to agree with you there. I also like Bushman in this fight. And at first, when this idea of this fight was first pitched, I would have went with So Fresh. But now that this time has gone on, I've seen him train. I think that
he improved a lot.
He definitely improved a lot in that round. If this was a one-round fight, I think So Fresh would win. But since there's 3 rounds, Bushman, by the time we're in 2 and 3, I think So Fresh will be tired out, and I think Bushman will just take the last 2 rounds. Alright, so what we'll talk about now, what each fighter should do if they want to win. Bushman, I think, if he wants to win this fight, he should go into the first round and not tire himself out. Maybe throw a few punches, don't really be too focused on round 1, and then electrify Bushman in round 2 and 3. Now, So Fresh, what he's going to have to do is try and tire out Bushman and shut him down in the first round. If he does that, he has this fight. Alright, any final thoughts?
I just think it's going to be one good match between Bushman and So Fresh.
It will.
We'll see.
So I've been your host for this pre-show, Mr. CJ Dotter, with
Paul Pross.
And we'll see you at the fight.
It's gonna be getting the hits in because AJ, So Fresh, kind of seems like the guy who, if I mess up one little jab or one little strike, he's just... Is he fucking peeing? Oh my god. Wow, I didn't do this shit to you when you were doing the pre-show.
Go into your interview like, I'm just peeing. It's not that funny.
It's not...